Hi again, this is Dr. Mahmoud, and in this video, we'll be talking about how we can create a value stream map. The value stream map can be implemented using these steps that I want to share with you. I hope this will simplify the process. First of all, what we need to do is to define your focus. And this is the most important step because sometimes it's hard to identify the process. We're not sure what we're doing. We don't have goals. So it is important to have a clear objective in mind and find out what process, where's the start and the end of the process that needs to be mapped. The second is select the value stream team. You will need to have a team that will help you during the process. The team needs to be these individuals who are directly able to change the changes, to make the changes. These are able to make the changes for the activity. And then the third step, what you need to do in order to do the value stream map is do the Gemba, which is basically you need to go and visit the actual place where you need to do the process mapping. And this will give you the observation. You have to go and observe the process. Number four, define the basic value stream. Start with a value stream map. Where is the starting point? And this will help you to jumpstart the activity for your team, jumpstart the activity when you first meet as a team. The key thing here is to outline only the process basics. So basically what you want to do when I say number four, define the basic value stream map, is create a flow chart that will help you to get start with the process. Number five, team mapping activity. Now what you need to do, value stream mapping is an activity that needs to be developed by a team. So you need to talk to the team where everyone will provide their perspectives, the changes that need to be done, and how we're going to implement these changes. The mapping activity is collaborative discussion to develop the value stream map. Depending on the process being mapped, this activity can take anywhere from several hours to several days to complete. So it depends on the process itself. Step number six, what you need to do once we met with the team, we developed the basic understanding of the process, we already know the goals and objective of the whole activity. Number six is develop your current status value stream map. Starting with your basic one from step four, or starting from the flow chart diagram, add additional processes to the chart, including the data, including the cycle time, the lead time, the setup time, target time, anything that you could do to have a full understanding of the picture. This enables the team to discuss productive what if and to develop a better solution to identify hot points and a bottlenecks. This current status of the value stream map will also come in handy in the future after you've implemented the changes. So you want to keep this in mind. You have to use it later on once you finish the implementation to compare where you started with and where you ended up. So basically, we're talking about the before and after situation. And number seven, develop your target value stream map, which is the future value stream map. Once the current map has been implemented and completed by the team will need to come and talk about targets. The target states represent a clear target of where you want to end up. So basically, where you're going to end up the project, the goal, the final, the vision, your vision for that status. These targets can be expressed in the delivery velocity, quality focus matrix, compliance, or any combination of these, any others. So one of the things that I want to talk about it here, once you observe the process, one of the things that we need to look at it, we need to keep an eye on bottlenecks operation. In the bottlenecks operation, these are the operations that slow the flow of the process. So for example, in this case, if you have machine one will produce 10 units per hour, same thing for machine two, machine three, machine four. And now we have a process right there, which is produce only 30 units per hour. However, they're receiving 1, 2, 3, 40 units per hour. So that would make the process slower. So this is where need to identify. So the bottleneck operation is an operation in a sequence of operations whose capacity is lower than the other operations in the system. Here's another example for you. You have operation one, 20 units per hour, operation two, 10 units can produce 10 hours, 10 units per hour, and operation three, 15 units per hour. Therefore, operation two is the bottleneck because the maximum output rate for this process is only limited by the bottleneck, which is 10 units per hour. And now here we're going to talk about the last step. You develop your future status value stream map, which is basically using the current, using the areas of the hot point, bottlenecks, the strength, the weaknesses, anything else that will help you to reach to the future once these area are identified, as well as the target, which is the vision that you created, which you want to focus. Basically, are you going to focus on quality? Are you going to focus on the cycle time? This is what would be. Then you start developing the target value stream, and what would be the value stream map should look like after implementing all these improvements. As improvement to the process are identified and planned, the value stream map team will need to develop an implementation plan. So we have created an excellent plan for the future plan. Now we need to implement these improvements. These improvements will often require a phased approach to introduce necessary changes to achieve the target status. Keep in mind that the goal of value stream mapping is to provide a tool to help migrate the process from what is actually happening to what should be happening. So current to the future. That's just keep that in mind. Last thing that I want to say that efficiency can be measured through wide variety of metrics depending on the organization, depends on the job, it depends on the level of details that we need to be tracking and find out these details. It's always important to have an established baseline that shows your starting point. It's very important to when you have when you study a process, you need to look into the baseline for the process, and that would be your starting point. So for example, if the original value stream map was created in January and now it's February, then the changes have been made and running smoothly. A comparison between original current state map from January with the updated current future or the future or the current future map from February will be provide an equal comparison of the changes such as performance data. So here's what I'm saying is this is the current map. So you could develop some metrics, KPIs, such as the quality, the direct labor cost, the lead time, value added ratio, value process cycle time, operating time, and then you put these together. You create a dashboard for yourself, and then you do the improvement and you use the same KPIs after you implement it and show how you improve that. With that said, I'd like to thank you very much for done with the chapter. Please let me know if you have any question. Thank you very much.